All right, I told you I'd show you some things on the legs tonight, tricks. Because like I said, Harai Goshi is my takui, is my favorite throw. The three most common mistakes. One is toes forward, and that leads to a lot of heel kicking. When you go to reap, you'll kick people with your heel. I give you like 1 or 2 kicks, and I'm kicking the shit out of your back. You know what I mean? Especially a couple of them to the shin. So I want my toe. The other thing is I don't want separation. I don't want my leg swinging like this. I want my leg in contact when I reap. That's number one. Number two, what I was talking to you about is when I want to lift him off the ground, letting that knee bend. When you see I let that knee bend, he doesn't come off the floor. If I keep that leg rigid, see, I lift him up with the leg. There's more power in it. So we want to make sure that when we turn into it to reap, we don't let that heel bend or that knee bend, because like I said, he can drop his weight and not happen. Number three is when we reap, turn this one a little bit, outward. Very common to reap outward. And a lot of times you can pick the guy up and he can get back to his feet. I actually want my foot to reap backwards because it's going to tighten the whip. It's going to tighten the torque on the throw. So instead of reaping out and letting the guy take the fall, I come in and I reap in. It makes it a lot tighter and faster. So the thing I do when I'm teaching it, like I said, at the end of the day, our goal is to get out on that leg. But I like to mount up sideways. I take a slight step and I lean. And that's putting him on his toes. If I leave him where he's at, because you've got to teach people to reap with their leg. To not do a hip throw that they add a reap to, okay? So I got to be able to move this object. And if he's standing on his weight, you're not going to be able to reap it. But if I just take a step and I lean, and this is where I start, and then I touch my toe, I make sure my toes are pointed, and I just take everything I got, and I reap through the throw. So all in one motion. If you work on all your grips and everything, we're good. But if you work on that all in one motion, it's here. You get heavy power. Last thing I want to show you is just, again, good way to start it. Side grip, step lean, put your foot here, okay? Believe in your reap. Don't let it come up. Don't let it go out. Don't kick into it. Touch your toe, reap. And when you get that power down, the reason I love Harai Goshi is because when I go to throwing, and let's say I do a front entry and he locks down his weight, you know, he bends his knees and drop your weight more. There you go. So he gets in that safe position. That's hard to throw. Any of these are going to fail. If I sweep out, it's going to slide up. If I bend my knees, it's going to... But if I'm here, I just go, yeah! And I throw the guy, pick up his whole power because I let that reap. So, go a little bit long. We messed the first one up. But put the back of your hamstring to his body. Keep your leg rigid and lift. And then you want that leg to go backwards. This is okay. This is not. So not okay, okay, better. Because it's going to spin him faster. Go ahead and stop it. I think I covered everything right now. Got a little bit too rambly.
No, that's perfect, I think.
Thank you, sir.